Hey everybody, hello. Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we are talking about a new myth video series. We're going to focus on first jobs this week. So all of my mamas that are watching, if your kiddos just graduated high school and they have a first job, if you've got a college graduate that has a new job, congratulations, I want to help. So before we really get going about orientation and job training, I want to know, what's that new job for your team? Feel free to share the role name if you want to share the company, but I would love to know what your teen has chosen as his or her first job. And if you've got a kiddo that's not a graduate yet, and we're in that process of trying to figure out what jobs your teen might be interested in, he's got a couple ideas. Let's do some research this summer with the help of an expert today in my Facebook group. His name is Jay DeSold, so be sure to join us so you can learn from him. So let's talk about orientation. Now that you've told me what your teen, your young adult will be doing, I want you to know that, orientation, very, very similar to the classroom. All right. I want you to know that your teen thinks, okay, I graduated, I'm done with school, I don't ever have to do schoolwork, homework again. Not really the case. So parents that are watching, if you've held a different variety of jobs, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I've had jobs where orientation was 2 or 3 months of exactly classroom work. You show up this hour, we go over presentations, we go over practice activities, maybe like role playing, like with phone conversations, or actual like job practice, like with files, with paperwork. I've done that. I've also had jobs before where orientation and training was literally stand here, watch me do this job for this many shifts, and then you do it while I watch you. And I've done lots and lots and lots of jobs. This is probably familiar to every single one of you watching, where there's some kind of computer training. You have to go through this course. You have to pass these quizzes before you're even allowed out of the little training room. So those are experiences I've had. Would love to hear from you. But your teen has to be prepared for that. And every situation I just described, no matter if it was watching people, like a job shadow kind of situation, whether it was watching videos, whether it was in an actual classroom doing role plays and actually having to do the paperwork practice and all like the fake scenarios, that is all related to learning. It's all schoolwork. If your teen can do that in the classroom, know how to learn, know how to personalize his learning, actually enjoy it, actually want to do that, that is awesome. That means he's ready for his first job. If your teen doesn't know how to learn now, no matter if we have a high school graduate, college graduate, that's something that's going to hurt him for the rest of his life. Your teen has to know how to learn. And that is why learning is not only a study skill, it is a life skill. So let's talk about this more. Before we do, I want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, that follow button on Facebook, because I am live on YouTube and Facebook right now. So what else can I tell you about orientation being just like schoolwork, just by like being like school? Well, your teen has to have systems in place, okay? Your teen has to have these 9 study skills that I teach in place to be successful at school and at his first job and every job after that. If your teen is not great at time management now, he wasn't great in school, he's not going to be great at his first job. So your teen, high school, missed out on some points, got a big fat 0 on that paper. Well, at the job, if we're talking more like a professional job, not something, let's say low-level fast food or something like that, it can cost your teen his job. Your teen doesn't show up for work or he's constantly late, he's gonna lose the job at the burger joint just as easily as he's gonna lose it at some big tech company. Okay. If your teen is constantly not showing up for meetings and not turning in his work or keeping up with the workload, again, he might get fired. Just like he might have gotten that 0 in school, he might have gotten held back in school, he's gonna miss on that promotion at work. Okay, I'm getting a little ahead. My attention here for this video was to focus on orientation. I just want you to know, and I want your teen to know, those skills, that are needed for learning in the classroom are needed for orientation at work. Okay. And when I talk about personalizing learning, your teen has to know how he learns before he gets to orientation. If your teen still doesn't know, hey, my auditory, my visual, my kinesthetic, but before he gets to that first kind of, like I said, big people, real people job, or maybe something that's even something as simple as an after school job, or maybe part-time between high school and college, or maybe, a professional job. We're not sure if it's the job, but it's a job we want until we find the perfect job, the right job. Just know your teen has to know, am I going to be able to learn by watching these videos? Am I going to learn by hearing my trainer talk me through things? Or do I need to draw things? Do I need to take notes? Do I need to make this more hands-on for myself? What do I need to do to understand this? Because just like when your teen graduated high school, he's expected to know how to learn at college. The teachers aren't going to be teaching them study skills. And they don't really get taught study skills at high school either. But even more so at the job level, your teen is expected to be given information and use it and do what he's supposed to do. Okay, so do know orientation, just like school. Your teen has to be prepared for school, has to be prepared for that first job. And I want to help. And also Jay wants to help. So depending on where you are, where your teen is at on things, come to my Facebook group. The link's in the description. All you have to do to join us is click the link in the description, answer a couple questions, you'll be in. Jay's interview is tonight. So if your teen is trying to figure out, is it this job or that job that I'm more interested in, he's got some help, some strategies for you, for your teen. And do know I want to talk so I can help your teen actually land that first job, keep that first job, and know how to learn both in school and out of school. See you guys soon. Have a great night and hope you'll be there at the interview in the group.